So, coming directly from Anthropic, when you wake up in the morning and think, at least it can't get any stupider, sadly you're going to remember that it is 2026. And my friend, it can always get stupider. So, statement on the US government directive to suspend access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5. So Mythos 5 was the new, very scary model that Anthropic came out with a couple of months ago, that Dario was running around screaming about how dangerous it was. So dangerous. They had to be careful who was able to access that particular model. Anyways, that's been around for a couple of months. Fable 5 is essentially that model with a number of guardrails to make it quote-unquote safe. Right? So basically, with this directive coming from the US government, Anthropic is now not allowed to let anybody who's not an American citizen use those two particular products. Now, when I say not an American citizen, you might think that sounds a little weird, right? Oh, this is an export control against people that are outside of the US, that type of thing. But if you're in the US, you can use it, right? No. In fact, apparently, Anthropic employees who are not American citizens, who are in the United States, they are not allowed to use these models. That is how just completely insane this particular directive is. And so basically, this is where the Trump administration, again, is coming down the pike, and they're putting a lot of punitive actions onto companies simply because, who knows? Who knows, right? People talk about TDS. I didn't realize when they were talking about TDS, they actually meant Trump himself. Trump is suffering from derangement syndrome, and now all of us have to deal with it. One of the big things I want you to be thinking about when we go over this particular piece of news is just to be thinking about how the U.S. is failing so miserably in our policies towards the AI war with China, where China seems to have policies. Good policies, bad policies, they have policies they seem to be working towards. And one of the things I really want you to be thinking about is just how scattershot what we as America are doing in regards to these directives that come out about artificial intelligence. Does any of this actually sound like a policy that we are pushing forward, or is this just a shotgun system of doing different things and seeing what the hell will happen? The other thing to be thinking about with this is a very concerning thing is for the engineers, the AI engineers that work for Anthropic. Think about what this tells them very specifically, right? They have come to the United States, they work for Anthropic, they're some of the highest level AI engineers that are around, and basically what they're being told at this point in time is you will never be trusted in America. No matter how good you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you sacrifice, you will always be a second class, you can't even say a second class citizen, you will be second class at best in this country. And something to think about as the technology moves forward. A big question to ask for a lot of these types of engineers is the United States really what you want to, where you want to be? I've talked about this for many years with my viewers, asking me how do you get into the United States? And one of the points that I've tried to make to a lot of my viewers is, do you really need to be in the United States anymore? And I've been talking about this for 15 years at this point. This is not a new thing. But when you look at the standards of living that have improved all around the world, when you look at the access to resources that have improved all around the world, there is a real question of, is the U.S. actually going to provide you what you want and need, or would someplace else do you better? And so if you're a top flight AI engineer and you're seeing these Anthropic engineers basically being treated like trash in the United States, there is a real question there of, do you want to deal with this mess? Let's see, if we go over and take a look at this. The U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national. So think about that. Not foreign countries, foreign nationals, whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign national Anthropic employees. So I'm not joking about this. Anthropic AI engineers that are not American citizens are now no longer able to access Fable 5 and Mythos 5, which is just insane. The net effect of this order is that we must abruptly disable Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all our customers to ensure compliance. Access to all other Anthropic models will not be affected. So they're saying here to all the customers, this is going to be blocked. And essentially, right, if you can't allow foreign nationals to use a tool, right, if you're selling subscriptions, you're selling tokens through API calls, you really don't know who's on the other side. You really don't know who's sitting at that terminal. Even if you go through a vetting process for people to create accounts, well, they created the account, but it could be somebody else that's sitting there using their account. So all of this has to get shut down, which, you know... We received the directive from the government today at 5:21. The letter did not provide specific details of its national security concern. This is one of the big things with this whole AI disaster, right? Our politicians do not understand the technology. Our politicians do not understand the modern world. So when they bring these dictates down, they can't even explain why they're doing it because, frankly, they're too clueless. Our understanding is that the government believes it has become aware of a method of bypassing or jailbreaking Fable 5. We reviewed a demonstration of the specific technique used to identify a small number of previously known minor vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities all appear relatively simple, and we have found that other publicly available models are able to discover them as well without requiring a bypass. So basically what they're saying is this is all pretty simple and low level, and whatever, basically the other models, can do the same stuff too. Anthropic's posture with respect to Fable's safeguards, as laid out in our launch blog post, is as following. So again, Fable is Mythos, simply with guardrails. In the weeks leading up to the launch of Fable, Anthropic worked with the US government, the UK AISI, multiple private third-party organizations, and internal teams to red team Fable safeguards for thousands of hours in total. So they did go through the effort to try to make sure this was all clean and up to snuff, working with the US government and others. These tests showed that Fable's safeguards are substantially more effective than those of any previously deployed model. What that actually means, that can be a bit of a question mark. We suspect that perfect jailbreak resistance is not currently possible for any model provider. Every safeguard used in the industry is vulnerable to non-universal jailbreaks, which can elicit some cyber information in specific circumstances, and it is likely that universal jailbreaks will eventually be found in the future. We stated this clearly when we released Fable 5. So basically what they're saying is, again, there's going to be problems, quote-unquote jailbreaks. To date, the government has only given us verbal evidence of a potential narrow, non-universal jailbreak, which essentially consists of asking the model to read a specific codebase and fix any software flaws. Notice this too, right? Verbal evidence, right? So they have not put this in writing so other people can verify what's going on. They're simply saying we think there's a problem. And again, it's a potential problem. We think that there is a potential problem, so we are going to massively disrupt your business because, Trump might be scared of his own shadow, so you got to be concerned about that. Our understanding is that one potential jailbreak was shared with the government. We have reviewed a report that we believe is the basis for the government's directive and validated that level of capability displayed there is widely available from other models, including OpenAI's GPT 5.5, and is used every day by the defenders who keep the system safe. We are complying with the government's legal directive and are removing access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all users. However, we disagree with the finding of a narrow potential jailbreak should be cause for recalling a commercial model deployed to hundreds of millions of people. If this standard was applied across the industry, we believe it would essentially halt all new model deployments for all frontier model providers. And this is the big thing to be thinking about with this too, with no real coherent policy. No real process, no real regulations, no real policy. They're just throwing this stuff out there because they do not understand enough to grasp how much damage they're doing. This sounds strong. This sounds powerful, right? This is the type of action a president who would take if they were going to do something like put a UFC event in the middle of the White House lawn and pretend like that was a manly way of doing things, right? We are being strong. regardless of how much other stuff this destroys. And that's going to be a big question for a lot of the AI companies out there. And I've talked about this before with the risk tolerance of our AI lack of policy for a lot of people that use our AI products within their infrastructure, right? At any point in time, a system that you've come to rely on or that you've implemented into your workflows or whatever else can be ripped away because of a verbal potential problem that there might be. Does that make you feel comfortable to use the American AI stack? As we've stated publicly, we believe the government should have the ability to block unsafe deployments as part of a statutory process that is transparent, fair, clear, and grounded in technical facts. This action does not adhere to those principles. Right? There is no process here. There's just a diktat coming down. We apologize for this disruption to our customers. We believe this is a misunderstanding and are working to restore access as soon as possible. So this is what's currently going on with Anthropic, with Fable 5, and Mythos 5. To be clear here, where did Dario overstep? Look, Dario has been screaming, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. You know, whenever we talk about Chicken Little and the sky is falling, right, at the end of the day, people decide that basically he's lost his mind. Here's the issue. What if people believe Chicken Little a little bit too much, right? Oh my golly, if the sky is falling. So one of the issues with Dario here is he's always screaming about how dangerous this technology is. So it shouldn't be a massive shock when relatively ignorant politicians massively overreact. That is an issue here. One of the things I think is probably going on here, if I was working off my gut instinct, is I think Trump has found a way to punish Anthropic. Right? One of the big things about Trump is that if you punch him, he'll punch you twice as hard. If you do not submit, if you do not grovel, right, he will destroy you. So we had this whole issue with Anthropic, with the Department of Defense. It's not the Department of War. It's the Department of Defense with the Department of Defense. And basically what Dario said is you should not be able to use our models for mass surveillance of Americans or autonomous weapon systems without a human in the loop. And to be very clear here, this is not the significant pushback people pretend that it is. That is basically an AI company saying we have some morals, kind of, depending upon the day, right? But anyways, right, Trump didn't like this. Trump then tried to punish the hell out of Anthropic, right? Basically forcing it so that Anthropic couldn't be used in Pentagon systems, Anthropic couldn't be used by third-party contractors, all of that kind of stuff. Anthropic has fought against that in the courts, and they have won some court decisions on this, basically that the Trump administration should not be able to take these actions by dictate, that there should be a process. As we've seen before, though, with Trump, he doesn't like the concept of process. He doesn't like the thought that you brought up the idea of process. If he says jump, you say how high, you don't ask questions. That is how democracy works in Trump's America, right? So if you look at this, it does seem probable that GPT 5.5 probably has the same capabilities that Mythos or Fable 5 has, that you can get the same actions out of other models. So why is Anthropic being hit? What we've seen time and time again out of the Trump administration is they will attack you based off of whatever tool they have, right? If they try to attack you with one tool and then they're stopped, by attacking with that tool, they don't stop attacking you. They just pick up the next tool and 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 the next tool. And so with this, they may have had enough, just barely enough reasoning to do this. And so they run with it. The other thing that we've seen is they're fine with losing in court, right? They can punish you for a long time. They can bankrupt you. They can punish you for a substantial amount of time. And basically by the time you get it through the court system and you win, right? You have been so weakened by that point in time that it's essentially as good as submitting. So the other thing here is with this, how long do they have? They might just be, running along, just trying to punish Anthropic. The other thing to think about here is if they can do this, what's the next thing they can do, and the next thing that they can do, and the next thing they can do. Basically, they can make Dario the whipping boy so they can prove what alpha dogs they are. And as I've said many times before, I don't understand how this strengthens our AI industry. I don't understand how a CTO in Argentina looks at this garbage and goes, yep, that's the stack I want to be legacy in the next 5 years. So we are only going to go down this route. I would be curious to see if we start to see more and more of these, what I would consider basically attacks, where the Trump administration finds anything they can go after Anthropic for, and then they just go after Anthropic with the goal of abject submission. And we're going to see how it goes. I mean, this is all just, it's all nuts. It's all crazy. Again, you think about it right now with SpaceX at one point. No, it's not. It's like $2.2 trillion valuation at this point in time, right? Elon Musk is still kind of like the mascot or whatever in many ways for MAGA. He's still sort of considered good in the MAGA world. He now has an AI company worth $2.2 trillion. Would it pass the sniff test to think the Trump administration might try to kneecap one of his competitors? Right? 2026. So anyways, this is what's going on. The most hilarious thing with this is where Anthropic's own employees that are in the United States are not able to use these particular models. And I want you to fully grasp how much damage these politicians are doing to the United States. When our country collapses, I want you to see the steps we've gone down, right? These alpha dogs, right, that have forgotten how to be men, are so desperate, right, to get everybody's adoration, for people to be impressed with them and know they're alphas, right? They're doing this time and time and time again, and it simply damages our entire society when they do it. So anyways, and you'll notice we're not getting real rules and regulations. One of the things that I find very funny about this too is we're not getting rules or regulations. What is coming out of the Trump administration to say these are the rules of the road? This is the things an LLM can do or a model can do where we're not going to bug you about it. Your model does this to any degree. Cool, right? Your model provides the best lasagna recipes. We're not going to take you to court over it, right? But here are the things. Here are the guidelines. Like, again, whatever it may be. Teaching people how to use nuclear weapons, we're going to take you to court on any particular level. Teaching people how to make something better than sarin gas, we're going to take you to court. Teaching people how to do whatever else, right? But one of the things you'll notice here, because that takes time and energy and patience, right? You can't get bored too easily. You see, we don't have those rules. We don't have the signposts for what is in and what is out, and we're just going to get more of this stuff. So what do you think about this? What do you think about the Trump administration going after Anthropic? What do you think about AI engineers for Anthropic and not being able to use Anthropic's own models? What do you think about the Republican Party so comfortable attacking private corporations? What do you think? What do you think about 2026? How's 2026 going for you? You're like, oh wow, yeah, this is yeah, I miss 2020. Oh, remember the end of 2020? Remember when they did like roasting 2020? And everybody's like, yeah, well, 2020 sucked, but at least it's over. I remember that. Anyways, but your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, you can go over to Spotify or to Apple Podcasts. Link is in the doobly-doo. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. With that, see y'all later.